This is All India Radio, Shillong, the Northeast News Bulletin, read by Arundhati Paul. Over 3,000 villages have been inundated due to floods in Assam as the Brahmaputra flows above the danger level at 5 places. 36 lakh people have been affected due to the current wave of floods in 26 districts, and floodwaters have damaged rural roads, embankments, bridges and crop areas. So far, 66 persons lost their lives. Relief and rescue operations are being carried out by the NDRF and SDRF. Around 36,000 flood-hit people are taking shelter at temporary relief camps. Wildlife parks also inundated due to floods. Chief Minister Sarbananda Sonowal will take stock of the highland areas at Bagori range in Kaziranga National Park today and visit the rescue centre. 90% of the park is under water. The Meghalaya government has decided to temporarily close all entry points along the Meghalaya-Assam border from midnight of July 23rd to July 31st. Wedding reception and other feasts in 2 districts, East Khasi Hills District and Riboy District, will not be allowed due to the surge of COVID-19 positive cases. The entry points include Barnihat, Ratachera, Bajengdoba, Tikrikila, Mirjumla and Halidayganj. Deputy Chief Minister Preston Tinsong, however, informed that emergency services like medical essential commodities, medical and transit movements of Assam vehicles will be allowed. He said all returnees would not be allowed to enter the state during this period. The closure of entry points is to unburden the health and other frontline workers engaged in intensive surveillance in the past 4 months. The government will also identify a new location for Barnihat entry point and spread awareness on fighting coronavirus through behavioral change. Several senior bureaucrats, including the Commissioner and Secretary to Assam Governor, have tested positive for COVID-19. At least 5 senior officials have tested positive for novel coronavirus in the last 2 to 3 days, and they are being treated at the Guwahati Medical College and Hospital. Meanwhile, 608 police personnel have tested COVID-19 positive across the state, of whom 1 has died and 272 have recovered. Additional Director General of Police, Law and Order J.P. Singh said. The 14-day lockdown imposed from June 28th in Kamrup Metropolitan District was extended by a week till July 19th. Assam registered 1,088 new positive cases yesterday, including 649 cases in Guwahati city alone. As many as 715 positive patients were discharged from hospital yesterday, taking the total recovered patients to 12,888. Out of the total 19,754 cases, 6,815 are active cases and 48 deaths. At least 90 fresh COVID-19 cases have been reported in Tripura, raising the state's virus count to 2,184. Altogether, the 1,538 persons have recovered from the disease, and there are 630 active cases at present. 2 coronavirus deaths have been reported in the state, while 14 persons have migrated. Senior Minister and Government spokesperson Ratanlal Nath said the government has set a target of testing over 2 lakh samples in the next 1 month, and 7,000 tests would be conducted daily. Meghalaya registered 28 new COVID-19 positive cases, including 19 BSF personnel yesterday, taking the total active case to 297. East Khasi Hills District recorded the highest number of 261 active cases, which include 198 BSF personnel, 49 civilians and 14 other armed forces personnel, followed by Riboy of 22 cases. 1 BSF personnel recovered from the infection in Tura yesterday, taking the total recovery to 47. Meghalaya has recorded a total of 346 cases so far. Nagaland reported 6 new COVID-19 cases, taking the state's tally to 902. 2 patients, 1 each from Kohima and Dimapur districts, have recovered. In Manipur, 60 COVID-19 positive patients were discharged from different hospitals. The recovery rate has increased to 63.52% in the state. Meanwhile, 28 persons, including 9 females, were confirmed as new COVID-19 cases in Manipur. 5 BSF personnel have also tested positive for coronavirus in Mizoram, taking the state's tally to 238. 11 persons were also tested positive for coronavirus in Sikkim, taking the state's tally to 209 cases. And with that, we end the Northeast News Bulletin from All India Radio, Shillong. Have a nice day.